So I woke up this morning, got to the gym and realized I didn't bring a charged battery. So there I was in the conundrum. The battery I had about 25%, and do I try to capture some footage of my workout, or do I just take the time and think about why I'm doing this and probably explain what the Norway workout prep is. So and to tell that story, I'm gonna go back a few years ago. Me and a family went to Iceland, and at the time I had just retired out of the military and I wasn't in the best shape, and we had planned to do a lot of hiking. At the end of the day, me being out of shape didn't prevent us from seeing everything that we wanted to see, but I did feel bad because there were some places we just didn't go because I was in too much pain at the time. So when we got back, I started, I guess, a half-hearted effort to get in shape, and I kept going into the gym and kept going into the gym, and then eventually I bought myself a road bike to start cycling, and I really took that up, lost a bunch of weight, I started feeling better, went through some treatment, and now I've made it I made basically 2024, 5 years later, the year that I really hammer down and take my health seriously, and it goes for a few reasons. One of the reasons is mental health. Another reason is I just want to feel good. I want to be able to get out and do things without any pain. Generally nowadays, I have that. I can go out and I have that part of my life back, but there's something missing, and I really wanted to really focus in on that particular thing. And with that, I started really, I wanted to focus on my strength and cardio. And so the other day I was on Twitter and I had posted a bunch of my workouts that I've been doing at the time. And one of the guys that follows me on Twitter was like, hey, check out this Fitbod app. And so I did. I downloaded it, threw it on my phone, and you know, I was kind of iffy about it until I started feeling differently about working out. I started posting it gave me a little more focus on the workouts and what I was working out for, as well as it's given me a little bit more confidence that I kind of lacked in the gym. And so I started posting the videos, and I'm kind of doing it because I lack a little bit of self-confidence, and that's just me being a little open about myself. And then now posting my thoughts and feelings onto the internet, on YouTube, this is a bit of a challenge. This is really hard for me to do because, one, I'll admit, I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I sound. But I can get past that. I can get past that, and I can learn to love myself and let the world love me as well. And I think that's really important an important message to have for people who are on the internet and want to post. I'm not going to sit there and say one thing or the other, which is better, which is not. I'm not trying to create a trend or anything, but I do want to dress while I'm doing this. So now we're going to Norway. My wife and I, it's just going to be her and I, and it's going to be, the trip is going to be much like the trip that we took in Iceland, where in Iceland we rented a camper van and went from site to site, and at some point we bedded down at a campsite near one of the sites that we were visiting. Because the time of year was August, so we pretty much had close to 24 hours of daylight. And we got a few hours of sleep, wake up the next morning and get back after it again. And so we're trying to repeat the same thing this time, but it's just the two of us. We're going to go to Norway. We're going to visit a bunch of sites that we really haven't really planned, because the only thing we planned in Iceland, because it's an island, was to go counterclockwise against the tours that the tour buses were taking, so that whenever we arrived at a site, we were either there before them or arriving just after they left and leaving us to the site for ourselves. I'll post more about that trip at another time when I can find some more footage from that trip. I don't know what happened to any of the videos I had from that trip, and so maybe my wife has it archived somewhere. Anyway, so this time, just because it's the two of us, we want to do a lot of hiking. We want to see a lot of the terrain there. We want to see, we want to eat a lot of the food and experience the weather and all the challenges that Norway has to offer. Now, we're going to be on the European continent this time instead of an island, and that poses a little bit of some of the changes as to what life is going to be like for us while we're there for those 2 weeks. But I want to be in shape, and so I started this Fitbit app program. It's really not a program. You just basically download the app, buy the subscription if you want. It's about $79 for an annual subscription, and I can post the link and the reference code in the descriptions. But the workouts that they provide are very, it's your traditional workout. So if you want to do bodybuilding, for example, they can design a workout for that. If you want to do functional exercises or improve your cardio, or you want to cut fat, or you want to get bigger, put on weight, they have workouts for you, and you can pick and choose how you do the workout of the day as prescribed. So I work out at a big gym, and that comes with a lot of challenges, which means when I walk in, I'm subjected to whatever equipment is available for the workout that I'm doing. So that sometimes a 30-minute to 45-minute workout can last anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half. And if you have your own gym, you can get most of these workouts done if you have all the equipment available to you. And this is I'm going to digress just a little bit. In the app, you can put that you're working out in the gym, or you can put that you're working out in the garage. And I haven't seen the options on that. I'll explore that and see what that's like. But I imagine if you have a garage gym, you put in what type of equipment you have, and then the workouts will be designed for what you got. And I imagine there will be a lot of exercises, not body weight exercises, that don't require equipment. That being said, going back to the gym, the challenges you face, like I said before, is that you're going to have to compete to get, or wait to get access to equipment. And so what I do is I take a look at the workout of the day, and I kind of group it into where I know the equipment is going to be. Like, for instance, today was some back exercises and some bicep exercises. So I saw that the equipment that was for the back exercises were going to be used. So I just kind of clustered the workouts, the dumbbell exercises, which they have plenty of, and I knocked those out. Then I went to the machines when they became available. Squat racks is the same thing. I think we have like 10 squat racks at the gym I attend, and almost always they're occupied. So, and at the end of the day, at the end of the workout, they have your your crunches and your back extensions and lower back core exercises. So I really like it for now. I'm getting into the habit of reviewing the workout before I do it. But today, yeah, I did knock out a workout. I just didn't video it because I didn't have my batteries charged. A buddy of mine always says, luck favors the prepared, and I wasn't prepared, but I do now have a charged battery, and I'm not going to go work out again. I'm going to have to give my body a rest, and hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to post another video. Outside of that, all these workouts are just preparing me for the hikes we're going to do. It's nothing strenuous. I think there's a couple of 8-hour hikes that we're planning on doing, where I'm going to be climbing or hiking up somewhere anywhere between 800 and 2,400 feet in elevation. And some of these hikes are going to be out to, they're about 12 miles out and back, and then 12 miles back for a total of 24 miles. I know I probably should put some miles on my feet, but as of right now, I just really want to focus on strengthening the muscles that I'm going to be using for those climbs. And I have my bike for cardio. So that being said, I just wanted to share and provide a little bit of an explanation what this whole Norway workout is about. I'm not a fitness guru by any means. I'm more or less a retired Green Beret who's trying to stay in shape. I'm getting up there in age. I'm almost 50 years old. I turn 50 next year. And I just don't want to be one of those guys who walk around when they're 60 hurting from arthritic pain, not eating well, sleeping in, being lethargic. I don't want to be energized, especially when we start having grandchildren. I want to be able to do things with them and be energetic. So I really appreciate you tuning in. Like, subscribe, whatever. The videos are more for an accountability for myself. I also want to get better at shooting video, and it's kind of hard to do in the gym. So there will be times I'll probably have to use my phone, which will give me a little more leeway. The problem is I just don't want to be that guy in the gym filming myself and getting upset if people get in the way. I really don't care at the end of the day. I just don't want my stuff getting stolen or broken. But I'm always trying to be mindful of those around me. So that I don't, because I know I'm going to post it on social media, and I do realize that people might not like that, and if they ask me not to post it, then I won't post those exercises where they're in it, or I try my best to cut them out. But hey, yeah, I really appreciate you tuning in. And again, this is not for my own vanity. At the end of the day, I really don't care if I get sponsors or anything like that. I'm just going to keep creating content for my own enjoyment. And eventually I'd like to start sharing a lot of my travel videos. And I like to get back into talking about land navigation as well. And I think I feel like I'm going to use Norway as a good example of pointing out key terrain and things of that nature. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this trip. We're doing it in a couple months, and I'm really looking forward for that opportunity to go see the European landscape, especially in Norway. I really don't have to be honest with you, I don't have a particular interest in Norway other than seeing the terrain. But everything I've started reading about and viewing on YouTube and other channels about Norway has been really helpful and insightful, and it's gotten me real excited about going. So tune in. I promise you I will post content on that. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, and I'll leave all that information down in the description. And as I learn more about YouTube and creating content, the video is going to eventually get better. And I'm going to continue to post some explanations